Alright, well the time has finally come for us to start submitting articles. The first thing you'll need to do is log into your Easy Articles account, and you'll see that you have these panels here, and essentially to submit a new article, you just click on Submit New Article, and you're taken to this page here. That was just that. Essentially, from your account, you can do a few things. If you have other articles that you've already submitted, you can look at those, and we'll go into this a bit more detail later. But for the time being, I would like us to go ahead and submit our first article together. So up to this point, if you've been following along, hopefully you've written an article about something and you know what to promote. And I'm going to show you in this video how to plug it in there so we can get started. Okay, so I've went ahead and I've logged back into my Easy Articles account. As you can see, that there's tabs up here, and to submit an article, just go here and click on Submit New Article, and you're taken to this page. I've went ahead and I've already filled in these things to save time, but to give you a brief rundown of what each is the first thing you need to do is pick your category and subcategory. As you can see, there are a lot of different categories. For this article, I'm just going to go with travel and leisure. Now, if I were to go back and submit a second article for the same website or product, I would suggest having it go to a different category. This is going to give you more of a wider exposure at Easy Articles and subject you to be picking up by a wider range of webmasters. Okay, article title. Okay, well, this is an article that's about taking a family vacation in Colorado, so I just call it Ever Consider a Family Vacation in Colorado. Keywords. This is where we pick a few phrases that we believe represent our article. I chose family vacation, family, trips, Colorado vacation. You can have more than that. I wouldn't suggest having more than 10, but basically this is going to help Easy Articles better index your article. Okay, next we need to come up with an abstract. This is essentially a summary of what the article is about. I wrote Colorado as a wonderful place to take your next great family vacation. Describes a few of the best places you can visit. Then we'll scroll down, and the next part, this is the body of the article. This is the meat and potatoes here. This is the actual article. So let's take a look at it here. The first thing I do is I try to start with a compelling beginning that's going to encourage people to read through the rest of the article. Looking to take a Colorado family vacation. This is a wonderful and family-oriented area to vacation at. We had so much fun there on our family vacation recently. Okay, so I wanted to talk briefly a bit about knowing your audience. I'm a dad, and I love family vacations, so I know that if I was on here trying to find a place to family vacation, if I were to read that this person writing the article went there themselves and had a great time, that's going to interest me. That's going to make me want to read more and find out if this is a place I should consider taking my family. Then I go on to say, what in the world do you do in Colorado anyway? And then I break down the best places that you can go. Now, it's certainly not going to win any Pulitzers or anything, but I think it's decent. And then at the end, I bring everything back by saying I hope you will consider Colorado the next time you're considering your family vacation. And just kind of reiterate what I said throughout the article. Okay. Now it's time for the bio box. Essentially, this is where we get to put our links. Remember, you can't have any links up here, but we can have them down here. And the purpose for this article, personally, is to help me promote a family vacation site that I wrote. And I have a page on there that's about Colorado family vacations. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create specific text to link to that, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, well, I went ahead and I wrote my biography. I call it Matt is an experienced traveler and loves his family vacations. So right there, I'm trying to add credibility to my name. To learn more about Colorado family vacations, as well as other great places to take your family, check out his vacation website here. Okay, so essentially what I need to do now is put my links in here. This writing by itself is not going to do us very much good. The whole point is to get links to our website. So what I want to do is I want to have this be the link. Colorado family vacations. So how am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to do that by typing the following code. ahref equals, and then my link. I'm not gonna actually share my exact link here with you. I'm just gonna put my website as the link, even though that's not really what it is. And then we have the anchor text, and then we end things with one of those. So that's a bit weird looking if you're not familiar with coding. I know that I said that this wasn't going to be a difficult thing to do, and I wasn't lying. I just want to show you here again. This is the most technical part, how you make a link in your article. Again, what you need to do is you need to start with this code here, and I would encourage you to pause the video and write this code down if you haven't already. Ahref equals, and then right here, this is where you want people to go to when they click on your link. And then this here, this is actually the anchor text. This is what is going to appear as a link. And then you need to end it by closing your link here. Okay? Okay, so going back here, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a second link right here. So this is also linkable. Check out his Family Vacation website here. So again, Ahref equals mywebsite.com. And then I need to close the link, which I just did right there. Okay, well that's about it. Now let's go ahead and we need to agree to their terms. And if you like, you can spell check. But before I submit the article, I want to preview it. So I'm going to hit preview. And there it is. This is also, I always recommend previewing your article, because if you make a mistake, you don't want your mistake to get out there. Okay, now you can see here, there's our links. Magic Experience Trailer, blah, 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 and there's the link, and you can see it's clickable. And what I would suggest doing is testing it. Click on that link and make sure that it takes you where you want to go. Okay, we can go ahead and close the preview. But now we haven't submitted the article yet, so don't just X this out. You need to hit submit this article. Okay, well after I submitted, I was taken to this page here, and it says your article has been added to the pending articles queue for review. Articles are generally reviewed within 2 to 7 days. Now you might be thinking, 7 days? I don't want to wait a week. And unfortunately, when you start with these articles, that's how it is. After you've submitted 10 articles and 10 have been approved, then they cut you some slack and they start reviewing your articles much quicker. Once you become a platinum status author, you will find that you can write an article, and often it's included later that day, if not the next day. It's fantastic. Typically, it's less than 24 hours for me. But when you're just starting out, they don't know anything about you, and they want to make sure that your articles are going to be really good, and they're going to read through them carefully. And that's why you want to make sure that it's good stuff. Now, also, it says here that I do not have a default resource box. We're going to talk about that a bit later.